Hello friends, my name is Lalit Singh Mehta and today we are going to discuss about the concept of polar modulus. So this polar modulus comes under the module or chapter of torsion. So let's discuss about polar modulus. For understanding polar modulus, first we have to understand the torsion equation. So I will write the torsion equation here. Torsion equation. This torsion equation or formula is T by J is equal to G theta by L is equal to tau by R. This T is the torque or the twisting moment or the turning moment. J is the polar moment of inertia. G is the modulus or rigidity. Theta is the angle of twist. L is the length of the shaft. Tau is the shear stress of the shaft material and R is the radius of the shaft. So polar modulus or it is also called as torsional section modulus and it is denoted by capital ZP. So this ZP is nothing but it is the ratio of J by R. This J by R. This J is polar moment of inertia and R is radius of shaft. Now we can easily derive the formula or we can say the relation for solid shaft as well as hollow shaft by using this J by R. So for a solid shaft, ZP is equal to J by R. So for a solid shaft, J, polar moment of inertia, J is pi by 32 d raised to 4. This we have already derived in my last video. You can refer that. So J will be pi by 32 d raised to 4 and R, radius of the shaft, can be written in terms of diameter, so it will be d by 2. So ZP for a solid shaft can be written as pi by 16 d cube. So this is the value for polar modulus or torsional section modulus for a solid shaft. Similarly, we can derive for a hollow shaft. So ZP will be equal to J by R. Now J for a hollow shaft is pi by 32 external diameter raised to 4 minus internal diameter raised to 4. So instead of J we can put this value, pi by 32 d raised to 4 minus d raised to 4. Now radius, this radius we have to take in terms of diameter. So here radius for hollow we will take as external diameter by 2. So this is important, which you have to note. The radius which we have to take is the external diameter by 2, not the internal diameter divided by 2. So it will be capital D by 2. So we will get the final relation as pi by 16 d raised to 4 minus d raised to 4. So this is our final relation, ZP for a solid shaft and ZP for a hollow shaft. So in this way, polar modulus or torsional section modulus for a solid shaft and for a hollow shaft can be calculated. And the importance or the application of polar modulus is it is a direct measure of the strength of the shaft. It is a direct measure of the torsional strength of the shaft. So hope your concept about the polar modulus is clear now. Thank you for watching.